I'm lying, why is she walking away?
Now, this is your brother. This is your brother here, Daniel. Do you and Daniel have a good relationship?
No, we've never really had a good relationship.
Why not?
I don't know. There's always been some sort of friction between us. I've always felt like he's kind of alien to me for some reason.
But has he seen your daughter?
No, he's not seen her.
Why not?
Because he lives in Portsmouth, he won't come see me, he won't speak to me. The last time we spoke, he accused me of lying about things in my past and...
So you haven't seen each other for quite a few months?
No, it's been about 2-3 years since I last saw him.
2 or 3 years?
Yeah.
So are you prepared to talk to him now?
Yeah, whatever.
OK, so let's meet your brother Daniel.
What can I say?
What do you want to say, Daniel?
I just want answers. I want to know everything my mum knows, because you know she says she knows nothing about her father. How can she know nothing about her father? You know, she was married to him. She must know people he associated himself with. She must know his friends, family members that he got on well with. You know, so there's got to be something that she's not telling us. Do
you agree with what Daniel said about your childhood? Sorry, Daniel, do you believe what Andrew said about your childhood?
A lot of it, yeah. A lot of it is truth.
Were your mother's partners good to you?
Some of them, yes. Some of them not.
Do you feel your mother put men before you?
All the time. All the time.
And some of the things that your brother talked about, like seeing sex or seeing nudity, was that something that you saw?
I don't think it's something that I don't think I saw anything. If I did, maybe I blocked out. Maybe I was too young. But
and what effect has it had on you growing up, both of you?
Well, on me, you know, I've always had problems with a temper on me, and I've been battling with it for years. I mean, I have problems. I've put my hands up and say, yeah, you know, when I was growing up, I beat my brothers black and blue.
So you turned into a bully?
I was a bully, and I put my hands up to that. You know,
okay.
I've tried to apologise and say, you know, in the past, but you know, I can't turn back the clock.
But why haven't you seen his little girl?
Just one of those things, you know, he lives so far away, I haven't spoken to him since last year, so, you know...
But why don't you speak? You've got phones.
I've got no idea of his number. I've asked my mum for his number in the past and she refuses to give it to me.
But would you want a better relationship?
I would like to have a relationship with him. I would like to have a relationship. I would like to speak to her. I would like to... Because, I mean, there was a time when we did get on and...
Yeah, a few months, but then it goes back to crap again, doesn't it? Usually because of mum or whatever.
What sort of a kid were you growing up?
I wouldn't say I was violent, but I was very aggressive. I was always lashing out at people and always...
Did you hang around with a bad crowd?
Yeah, I got involved with drugs, I got involved with crime, you know, it wasn't an easy life.
Yvonne's coming back out. Yvonne, your sons have been very honest with me about what sorts of young men they were growing up. What made you decide to come back out?
To show them that I mean business and show them that I want them to find their father. This is why I'm here.
But they seem to be saying some things about the past and how they were growing up that you can't hear. You don't want to hear.
Because it's not true. They're painting me out to be some sort of monster.
But were you a good mother to them?
Yes, I was.
If you were such a good mother, why were both me and Daniel fostered then, from the age of, what, 7, 8 upwards?
Because of the way you were as children.
Because of the way we were. So, right, if we were to get social services here now...
You and Daniel were extremely vicious towards each other.
That had nothing to do with it.
You were always fighting. You smashed up my house several times.
Where did they see these things? Where did they see these things happening, Yvonne?
This is what they've done.
Did you invite men into the house who showed your sons how to be violent?
No.
So you never, up until then, you'd never had a violent relationship? You had really...
Yes, I had violent relationships, but not towards my sons.
Children learn violence by seeing violence between their parents or elders in the house. So if you invite a man into your home who is violent, you cannot then turn round to innocent children and say, how come you were violent? They were following a man you invited into your home.
No, they weren't at all. Because these two sons of mine were violent towards each other from the minute I brought Daniel home from the hospital. Andrew walked up to Daniel when he was in my arms and smacked him right across the face.
Yeah, I don't deny that.
There's a year's difference, so he was walking at 1?
Yes, he was.
I was walking at about 9 months old.
And you walked up and slapped your... But little children pull each other's hair and what have you. What I'm saying is if they...
And they've been violent towards each other ever since.
What do you expect? We've all gone off the rails in one way or another. It's 'cause of
So
the way
why
we
did
brought
all
up.
4 sons go off the rails in such a warm, loving, cosy, secure, safe family?
I have no idea.
None
You're in
at all?
denial, woman.
No.
You're in denial. You really are.
Andrew, would you allow... I was just before your mum went off beforehand, I said, with your permission, we asked to take pictures of your
fine,
daughter.
yeah, I've really
would you
agreed to
allow
it.
your mother, who says she's only got 1 or 2 pictures there, is she allowed to see those
That's
pictures?
fine, yeah.
You don't mind that?
No problem.
So, Yvonne, these are some pictures we took of your granddaughter, so at least, if nothing else, you could have a look at her today. There she is. How do you feel seeing those, Yvonne?
Gutted. I can't see her. Absolutely gutted.
But... And you're in tears. Why are you in tears, Andrew?
That's my baby girl. What do you expect? Come on. I mean, I've got a chance to be a dad. You know, I'm there for her 100%, and I'm going to do whatever it takes to do that. But at the same time, I don't even know for sure who my dad is. So
I didn't realise, because Daniel, you haven't seen her either.
No, it's the first
What
time.
are you feeling?
I feel bad because I wasn't there.
Why do you feel bad?
Because he's my brother and we should have been there for each other, you know. Our hard our life was, we should have been there to support each other.
Yeah.
And because we haven't, we've lost contact and we've...
Yeah, but
and
you know,
I've-
the words shoulda, coulda, woulda, you weren't brought up to be supportive of each other.
Oh, no.
All right, so let's come back to both you and your brother Daniel. Do you want a better relationship with your mum?
I want nothing more to do with her. She can't even sit here and admit these things that we're putting to her. So what's the point in me even trying to have a
Are
relationship
you
with her?
saying that if she admitted to what happened in your childhood, that would be the first step in...
That'd be a start. But there's a lot more to go. I mean, she can't even admit the past. It's like she's completely, you know, forgotten about everything she's put us through.
Yes, sir. Stand up for me, thanks.
You said before that when you get in arguments, you just walk off. You've already done that once today. Is that coincidence, or you just can't handle the truth?
Thank you. So maybe I should say, would you two like to see our counsellor together? You're welcome to see our counsellor, but I'm getting the impression that you don't want to all be there together.
Well, she can't be honest anyway, so there's no point in her being there.
Daniel?
To be honest with you, I do want to sort out my mum. At the end of the day, she is my mum, and you only get one mum. So.
Okay. So, then I better send you and your mum off together, and I'll send you off separately.
Okay.
Just make sure you are the best parent with the best
I'm gonna
equipment,
be.
emotional
I'm
and
gonna be.
otherwise, that you can be.
I will be, don't worry about that.
Okay, I'll send you off to that girl. And I'll send you to... OK, well, have your say on today's show. Visit our online forum and chat with other viewers. Go to 5.tv/Trisha Goddard and follow the links to my home.